The artist recreates the world.
Welcome to the Artist Recreates the World. I am with Justice Rountree. Thank you for coming to the Artist Recreates the World. So, you are the creative director, CEO, president
Everything
of 360 Poetry.
My thought manifested, the idea, 360, that complete cipher. I don't think everything has to be complete. Can't have partial art. So at the show, everything is represented, free expression, and a cycle of life. That 360,
And that joint, I came to two, and
I miss you on one.
Very energetic, and how'd you get that following so fast? I mean,
it's the energy, man. It's I've been blessed enough to have people receive me with open arms,
right?
Because I think it's genuine.
No, it is genuine.
It's genuine. I'm not, it's not like for money purposes, which some people might think is foolish. But it's near and dear to my soul. It's decades in the making, So when you're dealing with that type of, energy and power that's just been honed, and when it's released, people can identify with that. They can feel that. It strikes them in places that aren't just superficial. So I've just been blessed. It's nothing like I've done anything. I didn't recreate the wheel. I may have put rims on it, but I haven't recreated the wheel. I'm not the first person with a show, and I'm definitely humbled because I didn't have the opportunity to put a lot of the work in the city of Newark that got the poets and art to where it's at today.
Right.
So for me to be embraced by people that I consider legends, and people that I just like to study at the feet of the masters, that's how I feel sometimes. Though I'm an artist myself, I'm just humbled, and I appreciate it,
But you said something like that's very powerful, and that is this whole idea of really heartfelt energy, heartfelt art. What you do from the heart is something that really people feel. And I say that because, I've seen other venues that have gone much longer than you, and although there's an ebb and flow, but it takes a while to build a following, and there are people that are out there doing things and they don't get that following.
Right.
But you said something so key, and I have to say it over because we have said it in different interviews, the whole idea that this work takes time and we go through different paths. And sometimes your path is a path of experience, it's a path of pain, it's a path that you have to deal with resistance, and it takes time. And then you come out and you do the work.
It's called the gestation period.
I
mean, we're not just born.
No, I said gestation period because I hear justice in that.
Oh, no,
But
like
you
GES.
used that before?
No, it's GES, not gestation, but the gestation period. Yeah, that's peace though. I could use that, the gestation period.
All right.
No, just like when we're born, we're not just as a fully developed infant coming out of the womb. It's not just there that we started. We started 9 months prior, so it was an entire gestation period. That's what that period, is called, where you're developing your ears and you're developing your heart, and your brain, and everything is starting to form, from that seed. So though we see something now when it's fully complete, that 360-degree cycle of completion, that's what that period is. But prior to that, it was 9 months of all the necessary elements that brought it to that point,
Right.
So me, I just, was able to have success, quote unquote, with the idea. However, the pain and everything that I dealt with, and I do it right, like Amari Baraka is on the forefront of my mind when I'm doing things, that's inside of me. That's a part of my DNA, me honoring the history of Newark, the legacies of Newark, me being true to the art, me being not allowed to express myself for years. I appreciate the ability and the opportunity to express myself, you know. And at the end of it all, my name is Justice, and it's not just a cool or, you know, fancy name. It actually is a principle, you know. And when you do something the right way, you get the right results, you know. Just like on the flip side of it, if I just had, you know, negative intentions and things like that, I would expect to receive like a negative result from it, you know. So it's justice what I'm receiving, but it's not because of my intelligence or, you know, I'm doing something different than somebody else. It's just I'm 100% committed to the art and the love, and that's what I receive back. That's my equal justice.
I feel that. So what is art to you? How do you...
Man, art is the expression of all these thoughts, of all these experiences. I've always pretty much been an artist.
Yes.
You know, dating back to
Right.
like my earliest memories is like the Jackson 5. You know what I mean? Me really just laying on my bed as a child playing they beats. Like to my like really like, you know how you put your ear to the mattress and you can hear like some type of, I don't know what the science of that would be called, but you could just hear the thump of your, and I would just be going over all those beats. So and then as soon as I was able to start to get up and about, hip hop, boom, was there in the early 80s. So I would spend all my time in the basement studying the masters there. You know, the Cool G Raps and the Masters of Ceremony and Just Like, and everybody. No, because I'm like, damn, dude, like he old as hell. But it's just that I would just be totally fulfilled with how artists would express themselves. So I started to express myself in that form. So 2017 is today, but I could go back to 1983 when I was expressing myself through lyrics, you know. And as you just start to grow and evolve, you start to become more powerful. You start to own your art, your craft. You know, you start to have a style. You start to do everything. So writing has been always a part of my life. Being able to express lyrics, to take these thoughts, and to somehow find a way to say them in a way that would kind of catch you. You know, like you might find it humorous, you might find it insightful, you might learn something from it. Whatever it evokes in you or provokes in your thoughts, you know, I'm into that. You know, so to have that suppressed for decades, you know what I mean, is what I'm releasing now.
Thoughts that catch you. I like that. Thoughts that catch you. So how do you think, or what is your insights on how the artists can improve? What should we do better, or what don't you see in the artists, in the artistic community?
I think we're going through a renaissance now. So most of my thoughts in regard to the artists are really positive.
That's fine.
Right, but if I was to say anything, it's like I think we've been like, there's a morale thing. A lot of artists are kind of discouraged from the failures of success in a lot of things, and I'm like, I don't see that because I didn't go through those specific experiences. So I'm like, what? Come on, let's go. Like, what? Come on, call what's his name? Let's go. And they're like, man, we did that. Like, you know, like, so the morale, like the morale is like, come on, let's do it. Like, this is a renaissance. We are doing it. They like, yeah, all right, bro. Like, so that's not really a criticism or anything. I can understand it totally. But the morale, but I actually, me building with some of the artists, I think I've been able to, my contribution has been able to kind of maybe add on to the community, and they're kind of seeing, like, not me because of me, but a rebirth just because of maybe the new energy that came into the environment. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
and I was going to say that, and that's what it is. It's a different energy. So you got some people out here just doing whatever you want to call it, and been doing it, and they've been doing it, and they're like, oh, they don't have the energy. Like, oh, this is how it is, and then you come in and you like, yo,
Right.
y'all
Let's
don't
do
see
it.
it.
Let's do a million things.
And that's actually how you do your shows. When you're hosting your shows, that's the energy that you're pulling forth. And
Right.
you know, I appreciate that because we need that. We need each other so much. And you know, we say that it's so cliche, but you know, we were just talking earlier about how men need each other and how we can not only encourage but help each other to move to other places by the things that we say, and the things that are truthful, the things that are honest, the things that really that do something to you, to your heart, because that person is caring and sharing. So, where can people find you and follow you?
Well, you can follow me. I'm your leader. No, I'm stupid too. But Justice Rountree on Facebook. We have the 360 Poetry Night with Justice Facebook page. And if you ever get into areas of social justice, because that's something that I'm also involved in, I speak about, the mass incarceration situation that we facing. Didn't even mean to rhyme. And so, I'm involved in that as well. So a lot of rallies. I work with Pop a lot. People's Organization for Progress, Larry Ham.
Yes.
Yes. So you're liable to see me at any of those things, but mostly just the Facebook, Justice Rountree, and the website.
Keep doing your work, man. I tell you, keep doing your work. One thing that I love is that I'm always watching, with doing this series. I love the artist, and I love the artist that has the energy to do what they feel and do it in a special way. And like I said, I come to your shows, I laugh, I watch, and it's energetic.
Not only that, man. To me, I'm honored to be able to host a show that, in my eyes, has some of the greatest artists in the state of New Jersey.
That's what's up.
So these people that are kind of burned out on things, to see Saw Moore, Uninvited, Assassin, Godson, all these people that's been doing it for years, just to see them bless a new dimension. You know what I mean? To be honored. So it's and that's the level right there I want to keep it at, is that these legends, in my eyes, are able to have new life.
No, they are legends. They are legends, and the only reason that we don't see them as legends is because it's the artist, it is the writer, it's the blogger, it is the author that have to put these stories in a narrative so we understand the importance and the power. The movies, the documentaries. It's the artist that recreates the world.
Absolutely.
So that's what we're doing. And you are recreating your world. I feel the difference. You are recreating your world. Because when people come to your event and listen to what you're doing and see what you have done, and they know your story, then they understand that they can recreate.
Right. They
don't have to settle for the culture that's been handed to us.
And I think it's also important, just because there's so many dimensions and levels to it. Another thing that I'm extremely honored and coincide with doing things the right way is that where I host my show at, the only black-owned bookstore in the city of Newark, in the Black City, the Source of Knowledge bookstore. And for books to be the key component that actually transformed my life. Me picking up a cultural book, a book that reflected my history, for me to be at a Mecca, where where you can find all these books, all this artwork, everything that's reflective of our culture, for that to be my Mecca, the place where 360 is held at.
There's the 360 again.
Exactly. It's all about coming full circle, that complete cycle of life. And for those people, Patrice and Dexter and all them, to embrace me like family. And so when you come there, you come into a show and everything, but you come into a place that is a historic residence.
It's an institution.
It's an institution.
Especially here in Newark now.
Word. So the source of knowledge. The name says it all. You know what I mean?
All right, we out, y'all.
Peace. Bring them together. We've been apart for too long.
My man. Check him out, y'all. Peace.
Peace.